This week, I decided to look at a Lyle Lovett song that I've always liked, North Dakota. It's got a real nice sound to it. I'm going to go through the chords and then I'll try a playthrough of it. It has a real nice melody intro that gets played. I'm pretty sure it gets played on piano. I'll need to look at that a little more before I can include that. I was hoping to maybe try and include that today, but it's a little intricate. It's pretty detailed, so I want to make sure I do a nice job of it when I look at it. But I'll go through the chords and then do a playthrough. And again, this is North Dakota by Lyle Lovett. So I'll start with the first chord. They're calling it a D6-9, and they're showing this being played on the 4th fret. So I'm going to take my index finger and I'm going to grab the middle 2 strings with it. And then I'm going to use my second finger to grab the second from the top string. And then I'm going to use my ring and pinky to grab the remaining bottom 2 strings. And I should have mentioned everything but your index finger is on the 5th fret. Hopefully you noticed that. So the index finger was on the 4th fret. The remaining fingers I mentioned are on the 5th fret. And then play everything except the top string. And then immediately after that, they show a standard A chord. So on the 2nd fret, use your 1st through 3rd fingers to play the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string from the bottom. And then include the open A string, leave out the top string, the top E string. Then they show what they're calling a D6. 6 refers to the number of the note and the scale. So all this is going to be is right where we were, we're going to shift down 1 string and we're going to play the bottom and the 3rd from the bottom strings. We're going to leave the 1 in between there, the 2nd from the bottom open. And we're going to play everything except the top 2 strings. Okay, then they show a F sharp minor 7. So we're going to bar the 2nd fret with our index finger. We're going to use our ring finger to reach up and grab the next to the top string on the 4th fret. And we're going to play everything. Okay, so that's the notes on the first page. Let me see what shows up on the second page. Okay, they then show B7 sus, where sus stands for suspended. It's referring to a change that they've made in the standard B7 chord. So we're going to put our index finger on the 2nd fret, just like you would for a normal B. And then we're going to play the 4th fret, 3rd string from the bottom with our, I'm sorry, I misspoke. 4th string from the bottom or 3rd string from the top with our ring finger. And then our pinky is going to play the next fret up, 2nd string from the bottom. And we're going to play everything except the top string. The next one they show is A major 7 / C sharp. The C sharp, the /C sharp says they've changed the root to a C sharp. So we're going to go to the 4th fret and we're going to use our index finger to bar everything except the top note, top string, sorry. Then starting at the 5th fret, we're going to use our 2nd through pinky fingers. For each fret that we move up, we're going to move up 1 string and play them in order like that. and we're going to play everything except this top string. Okay, the next note is a standard D chord. So 2nd fret, bottom and 3rd from the bottom strings with our 1st and 2nd finger, and then our ring finger will grab the next to the bottom on the 3rd fret, and then include the open D string. Then they show one called D add 2, where again the 2 there is referring to the note in the chord, in the scale. So they show this being played in the following way. On the 2nd fret, they're showing that we're going to grab the 3rd string from the bottom. On the 3rd fret, we're going to use our 2nd finger to grab the 2nd string from the bottom. And then using our ring and pinky fingers on the 4th and 5th frets, we're going to grab the 3rd and 2nd string from the top, going up in that order. And we're going to play everything except the top string. Okay, the rest of the chords we've already played on this page. D, A, and F sharp minor 7, we've already seen those. Let's see. I want to say, okay, yeah. This is B minor 7. It's different than the one we saw a moment ago. That's why I got tripped up for a second. I was thinking about this one. So B minor 7, we're going to go back to the 2nd fret, bar everything except the top string on the 2nd fret. On the 3rd fret, use your 2nd finger to grab the next to the bottom string. On the 4th fret, use whatever finger works for you to grab the 3rd string from the top. I'm going to try using my ring finger, and then play everything except the top string. Next comes A/C sharp. They show it being played on the 2nd fret by using I'm going to use my index finger to bar that part. That's the main part. And then they're showing, including the next to the top string on the 4th fret, I'm going to use my ring finger for that. I'm going to leave out the top and bottom strings. Okay, the next note is D, which we've covered. Then they show D add 2, which we've just seen. One thing that'll, an easy way to remember going from the D to the D add 2 is this is the D. Think about it pivoting around your index finger. So keep your index finger where it is, and then move your 2nd finger to where the ring finger was, like you're pivoting your wrist. And then as you're doing that, get ready to put your ring and pinky fingers on the 3rd and 2nd strings from the top on the 4th and 5th frets. So it's kind of like you're using that index finger as like a pivot point and just moving things around. That's an easy way to think about transitioning from this one to this one. So I see D again, I see A again. Looking to see if I see any more new chords. I only see 2 on this page. So they show D major 9, and they show it being played this way. On the 4th fret, 3rd string from the top, I'm going to use my index finger. So that's the 4th fret. On the 5th fret, 2nd string from the top, I'm going to use my 2nd finger. Also on the 5th fret, 2nd string from the bottom, I'm going to use my ring finger. And then on the 6th fret, the string right above where your ring finger is, we're going to press down on that string using our pinky. That's D major 9, in case I didn't say that. The only other note on that page we haven't touched on is D/F sharp. This is a chord that comes up a lot in a lot of popular songs, so it's good to know. So in the 2nd fret, we're going to play the top string and then in the third from the bottom string, I'm going to use there's different ways you can play it. I'm going to use my thumb on the top, and I'm going to use my index finger on the third string from the bottom, and then I'm going to use my ring finger on the fourth fret next string above the bottom string, next to the bottom string. And then I'm going to play everything and try to exclude that very bottom string. Okay. On the next page, looking to see if there's any new chords. I do see 2 new ones, I think. Okay, I definitely see 2. So one of them is F sharp minor 9. And again, the 9 refers to the 9th note in the scale, which a scale only has 8 notes. So it's the same as the first, but you've repeated yourself and gone up 1 octave. That's the way to think of that. So on the 2nd fret, we're going to bar the 2nd fret, starting on the top string. We're going to play the next on that's the 2nd fret. On the 4th fret, we're going to play the next to the top string with our ring finger, and we're going to play the bottom string with our pinky, and we're going to strum everything. Okay. And I think the only other chord I haven't touched on is what they're calling A add 2. So on the 2nd fret, I'm going to play the next to the bottom string with my 2nd finger. I'm going to play the 3rd from the top string with my index finger. And the string between those, I'm going to go up to the 4th fret and play. You could try to play it with your ring. I'm going to try, I have small hands, so I'm going to try playing it with my pinky. If you have larger hands, you can probably use your ring finger. And then we're going to play everything except the top string. We're going to include the open A string. Okay. And I think that is all of the chords. I think that's all the chords they use. Some of these are new to me, so I'll try and get them right on the playthrough. Let me go back to the beginning. Sorry, I lost my little foot pedal. Maybe time to put a new battery in it. Let me see. Yeah, okay, there it went. I just want to check my bottom string real quick. It's sounding a little twangy. I tried tuning earlier and it didn't want to cooperate. Yeah, it's showing it in E. It sounds. I think it's time to change the strings, but oh well. I'll do that for the next one. So I'm going to try and go through it once. Again, I'm not going to try and include the picking part at the beginning. It's technically played on piano, but you could pick it on a guitar, and it's pretty slow. So with a little practice, I think it's doable. It would sound nice. So I'll try playing through it once. Let's see. Well, the boys from North Dakota drink whiskey for their fun, and the cowboys down in Texas, they polish up their guns and walk across the border to learn the ways of love. If you love me, say I love you. If you love me, say I do. If you love me, say I love you. If you love me, say I do. You can can say I love you. You can say I do. I drank myself some whiskey, and I dreamed I was a clown. And I rode across the water. And if you love me, say I love you. And if you love me, take my hand. And if you love me, say I love you. And if you love me, take my hand. You can say I love you. You can have my hand. Sorry, I got that wrong. I remember in the mornings waking up, your arms around my head. And you don't sleep forever. And I'll still hold you. And the weather's getting colder, even down here. And words that you have told me are frozen in the air. Times I look right through them as if they were not there. And the boys from North Dakota, they drink whiskey for their fun. And the cowboys down in Texas, they polish up their guns. They look across the water, learn the ways of love. And then it does this real nice melodic outro. Sorry for the mistake or two. This is my first time going through it with the lyrics and the chords, but hopefully this helps you if you're just getting started and you like Lyle Lovett as much as I do. Thanks, and see you in the next one.